I mean, where do I start? No, the game was electric. I mean, it had a bit of everything. I mean, a bunch of goals, back and forth game. I mean, got to highlight our fan base at 3252. They were electric the whole game. Our heartbeat, our energy, and they were our driving force for us getting that third goal and then prevailing and get the win.
Go ahead. Who's that mic? Go ahead.
Hi, Kellyn. Congratulations on the win. Curious the chemistry that you, Chinky, and Dini have developed on the left side of the field. It seems like everything was clicking on that between the three of you, and integrating a player like Dini that has a language barrier. In the meantime, can you tell us a little bit about how you guys been able to get it off so fast?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a credit to Denis of coming into our team and just welcoming all of us with open arms. He's taken a lot of responsibility in learning English. His English isn't as bad as people think. He's just a little bit shy, but and then obviously just relationships on the field. I think just training and getting games under our belt, we're able to understand each other's tendencies and play to each other's strengths. And then for my standpoint is give the ball to Denny and let him score. You saw 2 goals for him. I mean, he's a special player. I mean, big players show up in big moments, and he was a big player for us. And my man Chicharron over here, of course, is him. We were highlighting on the left side, but our goal scorer Chicho Arango with 17 goals this year and counting. So hopefully he can continue scoring some goals.
Yeah, Kellyn, I have that too for you. First off, can you talk a little bit about the change in midfield for the second half, in your ability to kind of take charge of midfield and basically keep the Galaxy pressed in there and much of that half?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can talk about the 2 halves. I think first half, we allowed the Galaxy to be a little bit too comfortable in the midfield. We weren't getting tight enough, and so they were able to have some interchanges, connecting passes. And I think in the second half, we made some minor adjustments where we were able to build pressure. We played more with a 6-6 and a 10, so we can contain Brugman a little bit and then get pressure on Pug or Pooch. I don't know how to say his last name. Pooch and Delgado, and kind of force them more side to side, make play predictable. So it was a tactical change that allowed us to have more control in the midfield.
And then can you talk just about the emotion of the end of the game where you guys take a lead, they bring in Jovovic, who scores a beautiful goal within a minute, and then you get a winner in stoppage?
Yeah, I mean, it was a roller coaster of emotions. Obviously, the games had some highs and some lows, but overall, I thought the resilience of the group, the guys, kept battling, kept pushing, and we had the belief that we weren't coming away this game without 3 points and with the win. And I mean, I got to highlight my man Chicho over here, having the belief, scoring a big time goal. Like I mentioned before, big players make big plays and big moments, and Chicho's been a big player for us, and we can really count on him, and hopefully he can continue scoring for us.
I'll take 3 more for Kellyn. I'll get Chicho.
Hey, Kellyn, congrats on the victory. Obviously, you were there in the last few minutes. This is your first season with the club. You've been very connected with this club. Earlier today, we found out that you bought tickets for everybody at the training facility. Can you talk about the people that work there and your connection with them?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't something that should have been highlighted by any means, but it was more so there are unsung heroes, people that are behind the scenes that make our job so much easier. So it's one of those things where collectively as a group, they're part of the team. And I wanted, and the team wanted to have them share this moment with us. And it made it that much sweeter that we can get the victory with them watching us in the stands.
Can you talk a little bit about the final play? Obviously, you just mentioned Chicho there. What went through your mind when you saw Chicho score that goal?
Relief. Like I said, it was a game of roller coaster of emotions, and like I said, I mean, we had that belief that we could put the ball in a box and create something out of nothing, and I think we had a few corner kicks that were pretty dangerous. And I knew if I could just put it in a good area, one of the big boys would go in there and score the goal. And like it's Chicho right here scored a big goal for us.
I've got 2 more questions right here.
He said two more ago.
Hey, Kellyn.
Just joking.
Awesome game, so fun to watch. There was so much quality on both sides, and for you as a central part of this team, as the heartbeat of the team in a lot of ways, when it's so back and forth, how do you refocus yourself? And like, what's your inner talk, because you are so integral to the team?
Yeah, I mean, the game is made up of little plays, and I think for us, it's whoever can make the most of those plays. And so being in the midfield, I mean, is the engine of the team. So if we can, hold on to the ball and give everyone a breather, I think that's the most important. And like I mentioned before, the game was a tale of two halves. The first half, we were unable to get pressure onto the ball, causing the whole team to run. I think when we were able to build pressure and force them, make play predictable, we can save some energy. And so with that being said, I think the second half we're able to gather ourselves and be more attacking minded and get in front of goal and create opportunities. And like you saw, Denny scored a second goal. We had some corner kicks that we put a lot of pressure on, and I mean ultimately that's what allowed us to get chances and end up scoring a couple goals to win the game.
Hi, Kellyn. Congratulations on the win. Obviously, you weren't here in 2019, but it was basically the same way up until now, right? Supporter Shield, get the first bye, play Galaxy at home in a chaotic match, win the match, and then you have the Western Conference Final coming up. But there was a drop-off in 2019. The intensity wasn't the same as it was against Galaxy. Obviously, the intensity, easy to get up for this game. Traffic at home, you mentioned the 32-52, but how do you keep that same intensity going into the Western Conference Final when it's not a derby? Obviously, it's still a big game.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a game that happened 3 years ago. I think we have a whole totally different team, a team that's faced a lot of adversity throughout this year. We have some great additions, guys who have a lot of experience, and guys that know what it takes to win something. And for us, we take it game by game. We can't look too much into the MLS Cup. We got to face what's now, the winner of Dallas, Austin. I mean, despite it being a derby, it's a huge game, a game where we can win a trophy, Western Conference, and ultimately reach our goal, which is get to the final and then lift up another trophy. So, yeah, I mean, the name of the game for us is just rest and recover, get our legs back. This game was a lot of emotion, a lot of adrenaline, but now it's time to, watch a little bit of video, kind of put this game behind us, and then we move forward and look forward into the next game. And next game is going to be a different challenge. It's going to be a game that's probably going to have similar emotions, a lot at stake. I mean, both teams are going to be wanting to get to another final, so we got to be ready. And I think from the team standpoint, we will be.
All right, same last question. There you go. We're ready.
Are you sure not two more?
We'll be available for